Hey everybody, it's NerfBoyProductions here, and today I want to give you guys my full unboxing and review of the brand new Nerf N-Strike Elite CrossBolt. Alright, let me just say right away, you may be able to tell later in this video, but I am extremely excited for this blaster. I hope it's really cool because it looks really cool. And when I first saw it way back when they had that fall release-al thing where they released the Rhino Fire, and that old picture they had with all the blasters coming out, the CrossBolt was one of them on there, and it looked exceptionally cool. Nerf fans have been raving about this thing ever since the initial leaked images came out because it just looks so interesting, and I just think it's pretty revolutionary for Nerf, and you'll see why. Not extremely anything different we've seen, but a little different. So we'll get into that later in the review portion. So let's quickly take a look at the box. It's got Elite XD ranges as they advertise, which basically means 90 feet instead of the old 75 you were getting. So now they claim it'll go to 90 or 27 meters, same thing. So yeah, it says it's the high capacity crossbow. Comes with a 12 dart clip, 12 darts. There's a nice picture of it for you. Ta-da! And then on the back, we have a diagram of the box, and you can see, or a diagram of the blaster rather, and it says 12 dart clip there, and fires up to 90 feet, so the exact same thing. Now they have this dart performance thing, which they put on all their new blasters now, and it says 50% of the darts you fire are going to go 85 to 96 feet, and then 50% of them will go below 85 feet. So anyways, that's about it for the box. And let's dive right into it because I am super excited. Alright, so here is the box. We're just going to turn this sideways and cut it like so. And I never mentioned where I got this, but if you're wondering, I got it on eBay, but you can get them on Amazon now, and available in some stores if you're lucky, like Target and Toys R Us. So the box is empty anyways, and now you are left with this guy. Okay, so you have the blaster here, the bow parts up here, your darts down there, and your clip there. So it's all just held in by cardboard, which you can simply cut. Okay, so it's been cut out of the cardboard, and it comes out. And then you have your clip here, and your darts, which are there, and your instruction manual, which I just ripped. Great job, Adam. So yeah, that's that. Alright, so here is the blaster when you get it out of the box. Of course, these are the bow parts that you will need to assemble, but it's important to note that these things will clip into place on the sides, and once you clip them in, they will be hard to get out. So if you plan on modding your blaster right out of the box, or at all for that matter, I would not recommend sticking these in right away. They have a piece of paper that's kind of attached to the string that says, "Do not cut the cord," which is actually very important. We've seen cords on previous blasters like the Crossfire bow for the Zombie Strike line that the cord did nothing. It was just simply for looks. You could get rid of it, no problem. This one, don't try that. You'll wreck your blaster. It needs the string. So, popping these in is extremely simple. You can't do it wrong. If for some reason you feel like you will do it wrong, I don't know, get help. So you basically want to make sure that the string is going over the end of those, and then on both sides. And there you have it. So there you go. You can also release, no, you can't release the tension. There you go. So that's basically it, all assembled. Okay, so since there was a lot of talk about this blaster and how it was going to work and what the different pieces were and what this was and everything, let's explain if you don't already know. So basically, the way it works is it's clip fed in the back, so it's bullpup design, which is really nice. So it's nice to see it like this, in this format. So you put in your clip with your darts, and here's your jam door, but I'll get to that later. Basically the way it works is when it's in, you prime this back to, which you can't do because there's no clip in it, but if I put a clip in, you prime this back. What? So it still won't. Alright, there's a lot of locks in this blaster, I noticed right off the bat, so you're going to need to, if you're going to mod this, which I'll probably have to buy another one or whatever, Okay, so once there's a dart in it, then you can prime it back. What'll happen is the dart that's there, when you prime it back, will fall and then slide it forwards. It's basically just like the sling fire. Not the sling fire, what am I saying? The sling strike. So the way the sling strike worked with the way where it pulls the dart back, falls into the chamber, releases, and it fires. It's kind of the same thing. It's this kind of the same mechanism, but with a clip this time. Alright, and then you pull the trigger to fire. So very simple. There you go. It's a satisfying click that you get, and the trigger action, I have to mention, goes, you kind of pull it, and then it has a next click. So it's like pull until it clicks. So it could be a little better, but it gives that feeling, because as soon as it clicks, the dart goes. So it's satisfying in a way. So yeah, that's basically how the blaster functions and fires. It's also important to note that when you put in this clip, you really want to slam it in, because it's very easy to just get it in like that. And although that looks in, that's not in. Even that is not exactly in. You need it to be all the way in. So that's just something I noticed from using it. So now let's go over the features of the blaster. It's got 2 jam doors, which is kind of nifty. You can see right there. So this one will check your jams in the clip, and this one will check your jams in the when it's dropped down into the firing section. So it's nice that they have done that. I don't know if that means they expect this blaster to jam a whole ton, so they needed 2 different spots where it jams, so basically it has double the amount of chance to jam as any other blaster. We'll see about that later. But yeah, so it's got 2 of those jam doors. Then to release the clip is the button on the back, just like your Raven. So yeah, the clip goes in the back. This is bullpup, like I said. And yeah, you just use your thumb to slide that guy out. It's got some bandolier points, or clip points, whatever you want to say, for one on the back there, one on the bottom of the handle, and one up here I guess you could use. So yeah, it's got 1 tactical rail on the bottom, none on the top however, but it does have built-in iron sights. Iron sights, they're plastic, but you know what I mean, on the top. So it's got those as well. And that's about it. Other than that, I guess because this is kind of new, I'll explain to you the way this thing works, like the firing operation. So think about it like a sling strike. It's like the big brother of the sling strike that takes clips and shoots further. So basically, they work by string power. You can call it whatever you want. I know a lot of people are already calling them stringers. But you can call them whatever you want because they're springers, right? So springers and stringers, and I think it works, so that's probably what I'll call it because it's cool. Why not? So yeah, the stringer type blaster works just like it sounds. It's a string, right? And that's all the elastic power. It makes it kind of harder to mod, but also a fun challenge, and I'm sure a lot of people will come up with some cool ways to mod these things and make it a stronger tension using different types of cords tied in there and stuff, and it'll be really interesting. So some people may be disappointed because the bow pieces are necessary, and a lot of people may not like that and they just want the streamlined look without the bow pieces. But basically what I want to say is I want to just show you what it looks like if I'm holding it. You can see the bow goes out to about my shoulder. You can see it's pretty much lined up with my shoulder. So if your shoulder's not bashing into anything, that won't bash into anything when you're trying to maneuver it around. As far as this side, it goes a little bit further out. But I just want to kind of show you guys what it looks like to holster this thing. Or not holster, shoulder it. So when you're shouldering it, I guess it's kind of weird. There's not much spot to hold it on the bottom. And when you're holding it on the top like this, if you were to continuously hold it like that, the string would clip your arm, so that's kind of weird, and you wouldn't really put an assault grip on a crossbow. I don't know. There's not much spot to hold, I guess. So yeah, I just want to show you what it looks like when you shoulder it so you can see how much it's going to affect you and if it's worth it for you if you guys don't like the bow arms. That's what it'll be like when you are going to use it. Okay, so other than that, the only other thing we have to do is fire this blaster. So let's see how it performs, if it's going to hold up to those XD ranges or whatever, or how well it'll do. I'm assuming it'll do pretty well, but we have to see. Welcome to Canada, everybody, where there is still snow outside, so I can't do outdoor ranges. This is from one end of my house. You can see right there, that is the wall. all the way down the corridor, or down the hallway, all the way to that far wall in there, which is longer than this blaster even claims to get. But, actually, I don't know. The wall should be about its max. What this will do is not only test how far this thing can go, but how straight it can go, because chances are, I'm assuming it'll probably hit that wall there before it gets anything far. But it's the best I have to work with right now, so let's take some shots. The Nerf blasting kind. So we're going to take probably 6 shots flat, and then I can't really do that many angled shots, but we'll see. So they seem to soar good, so that's cool. I'll try and get low and do some angled shots. That one was really good. That one bounced off both walls. Yeah, oh my goodness, they are... The accuracy is not too bad. I've tried to do a lot of range tests here, and it didn't want to work in my favor. I think that was my last one. Nope. Alright, so there's all the darts. Let's go see how they did. So here's the camera and the spot where I shot the blaster from. Now let's see how far these darts went. I'm going to exclude all the ones that bounced off of here. And like that one hit the wall. But check this out. These darts all hit the wall and stopped. Okay, here's the wall. I shot from all the way down there where that tripod head is. So it's extremely far. Look at that. That is a far distance to go all the way to here. And so I think that they are doing quite well, especially out of the box. Also, if you guys like my snazzy banana socks, I thought they were pretty cool. So anyways. Okay, so what's my final verdict on the CrossBolt? So I think that this blaster is quite cool. It's essentially a stringer type Raven. I still don't really like how the bow arm and the way they've done this kind of gets in the way. But it's a cool idea. I definitely think it's one of the cooler ones I've seen in a while for new blasters out there, and I would recommend it personally for myself. Obviously, if you don't like it, that's your own call. I really don't listen to me. Think about what you think about the blaster. But I personally would get one of these if I were, an average consumer, because, they're just cool. They shoot really well. Pretty accurate. I mean, some of them were hitting, but that might have been A, my shooting, and B, it was a really narrow space. But anyways, so yeah, considering it was a pretty narrow space, like that big, and they did really, really well, I think the blaster is great. That's just my own personal opinion, but I want to know what you guys think about this blaster in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe because I have new videos every single Saturday. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, this was NerfBoyProductions, signing off.